Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I create my signature big bouncy hair. This is the look we'll be creating today. It's super quick, super easy, and I'll be doing it with the help of my new 5-in-1 curling wand set from Archie Beauty. I was on the lookout for a really pretty curling wand, and I was lucky enough to actually come across a set of rose gold curling wands. I was not looking for a set of 5, but when I saw this I couldn't pass up the opportunity because they're just so amazing, and they don't actually have useless wands in this set. So my favorite piece to use is actually this one. It's a 32mm barrel, which is what we'll be using today. But if you aren't comfortable using an actual wand like this, they do actually have the exact same 32mm barrel with a clip, which is super helpful. And they have conical wands as well as a smaller styling wand, and this really interesting one which I'm yet to try out. I'm so excited. But all you'll need is a 32mm styling barrel wand for this video, as well as some clips and bobby pins, preferably if you have a lot of hair, as well as a hairbrush, some hair, and what else? Hairspray is optional, and so are rollers. I wouldn't recommend using heated rollers for this, but you can recreate this look with heated rollers and regular rollers. This is how I personally like to do it, and I feel like it's the easiest way for me to do my hair when I'm traveling between different destinations, and I find rollers really irritating to pack, so I just like packing these clips to hold my hair, and I get the same effect. So if you want to find out how I create my signature look, then stay tuned and continue watching. I will also be giving you guys a discount code in the description box down below and at the end of this video for getting 30% off this set, as well as all their other styling sets. So if you guys want to check that out, then do so, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to start off with my 1-day-old hair. I actually washed my hair yesterday, but this also works with freshly blow-dried hair. I'm just gonna quickly brush it out. I have to be quite gentle because I just got my ears pierced the other day, like yesterday. And they're still quite swollen, so I don't want to get anything stuck in the piercings. Okay, now that my hair is brushed out, I'm just going to take out all my clips, so I've got them set out in front of me. I have about 8 of these penguin crocodile clip things, which are just really easy. You can get them at like CVS, Sally's, Boots, anywhere really. And if you don't have clips, you can actually use rollers for this process, or you can even use bobby pins depending on the thickness of your hair and the amount of hair that you have. I find that rollers are probably the easiest thing to use because they hold the hair in place when you actually do this hairstyle. But when I travel, it's just a lot easier for me to use these clips and bobby pins because they're smaller and they fit into this little pouch. So the first step is to basically section the front of your head. So literally just a small part. It doesn't have to be huge. And we're going to get the 32mm barreled wand and curl away from my face. I actually prefer curling away from my face because I feel like it gives the roots a really nice lift. You don't actually need to hold this for too long because the wand is quite hot and powerful, so a few seconds, and I'm not going to let that curl go. I'm going to try and hold it in place and just pin it with a bobby pin, like so. So I've got like a little loop thing going on at the top of my head, and then I'm going to do the same thing behind that. I'm going to do about 3 of these loops at the top of my head, depending on the size of your head and the amount of hair you have. Do this accordingly. I have a pretty small head. No, I don't. Okay, so again, backwards. The most important part of this process is to ensure that the curl doesn't come unraveled. If it does, you can obviously like roll it up again, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But ideally you want it to stay hot and curly for as long as possible. And I'm going to do one more at the back of my head. And then I'm going to start on the sides. This is probably like the trickiest part of this hairstyle, just the curling part. And also just want to make sure that you guys know that you have to curl in the same direction on each side, so you have a nice pattern once you've uncurled your hair, because you don't want the curls going in opposite directions. I feel like that gives more of like a beachy wave kind of look, whereas you want to go for something more natural. Not natural, I don't know. And I always curl away from my face, as I said. And you want to try and ensure that the one gets as close to your roots as possible to ensure that it gives the hair as much lift as you can possibly get. Okay, so if it comes out like this because it is quite hot, just take your hand and roll it up. This can be quite hot, so ideally get yourself one of those heat resistant gloves. And copy the exact same thing on the opposite side. Try and use the same sort of size of piece as well, it'll help. Okay, now I'm going to continue doing this all over my head. Okay, so I'm nearly done, but I just want to show you guys quickly what it looks like. I have, I think, 2 more pieces to do. I've kept the pieces pretty much the same sort of size, which is good in ensuring that the curls come out symmetrical. But I can't see what I'm doing. This is so much easier when it gets done for you at the salon. Okay. Now to the last piece. It's a lot easier to hold the hair when you have one of those heat resistant gloves, but if you don't, it's not a huge problem. You just kind of get used to it. Or actually, this set has the exact same wand with a clip. I don't know why I'm not using the clip. Literally, the clip would hold, the clip would have made such a huge difference. But I'm just so used to using this wand and not a clip. My hair is complete. And I'm gonna hold this in for about a minimum of half an hour, but you can go on for longer depending on how curly you want your hair to be and how long you want the curls to basically last. The longer you hold your hair like this, the longer the curls last. Obviously, I don't really like using hairspray. I don't really feel like I need to, because naturally I have very coarse hair. I was born with like very curly hair. I've had a Brazilian blowout, but my hair texture itself is not silky smooth. It is a bit coarse because obviously I was born with curly hair, which enables the curls to hold a lot better. Like if my sister does this hairstyle, she will most definitely need hairspray and potentially have to tease it a bit and hold the curls for longer because she has very silky, straight, smooth hair. And yeah, so if you want to hold it like this and you're worried about pieces falling out, you can always put on a shower cap or a hairnet, and that will really enable the curls to hold a lot better, and you can go about doing your daily activities. I would probably do my makeup. I would start doing my makeup now, but I've already done my makeup. Or I would start editing videos. I don't know, I'd just continue my day and allow this to hold. So I'm gonna let it be for about half an hour, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like then, and we're going to brush it out. And I might need to use a hair straightener because sometimes it gets very curly at the top, and because so I might need to use a hair straightener because sometimes it gets very curly at the top, and I do have layers, so I want it to kind of just blend in seamlessly, so I might have to straighten a few front parts and just fix it. But so far this is literally all it takes, and it's pretty easy to do once you get the hang of it. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, half an hour since I pinned up my hair. We'll start doing this process, and I'm going to start by unpinning the first few curls I ever did. I usually like to unpin in the order that I pinned, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if it makes much of a difference, but psychologically, I don't know why, I just believe it does. So yeah, I'm just going to start unpinning the hair, which is like the easiest process, just really tedious. And initially it will look quite crazy and curly, but that's completely fine, especially if you hold the hair for a lot longer. I haven't kept it in for that long, so it shouldn't be too wild, but you never know. I think that's all of them. So this is what the hair looks like without being brushed through. Kind of, oh, really wild. I'm just gonna straighten the top a bit because I don't like how it's so curly from so high up. I'm looking like my grandmother in the 80s, if not my mother. This step is actually optional. You don't have to brush through or like straighten any parts of your hair, but because I have really obvious layers, I like it looking a bit more seamless. So I'm just gonna straighten out slightly, not completely straighten out, but just calm down the curls a bit. Brush through slightly with my hands. And the importance of basically curling the same direction on each side is just to ensure that when you do brush it out and when the hair does fall, you have like this single curl. It's not like going in opposite directions. Okay, so just brushing this a tiny bit. Again, I'm sure you guys can notice, but this has like lots of volume without having to even tease or, you know, apply any hairspray, and it's amazing. There's literally no texturing spray in my hair, and it still looks really silky, and it looks so much better than what it initially did. Really limp and kind of dead. If I want more volume, then sometimes I will back comb a bit, but today I'm not going anywhere special, so I don't really think I need to. So that is my blowout at home without actually getting a blowout. But as you can see, that's really nice, like big curls, almost like waves, and it just looks so much nicer than those tight little ringlets. Like every time I go to a salon and I ask for curly hair, I end up coming out looking like a poodle, which is really unfortunate because this is what I want, just subtle curls. So I've now realised that when I go to a salon, I ask them to curl my hair with a blow dryer and pin up the curls. Just really simply, just pin up the curls with bobby pins and allow me to unpin them when I get home. And if you are going to do the exact same thing, make sure they are pinning the curls to your head, not just hanging off your head, because if they hang off your head, you will look like a disaster. And make sure the curls are big and they're not like tight curls. There have been a few instances where I've been to the salon and asked them to do this, and the woman's used really tight curls and she's pinned them to my head, and like they haven't been stuck to my head, they've been falling off, so it'll be like flat and then it'll be like really tight. It's just disaster. But yeah, this is one of my favorite go-to looks, and I'll try and include some snippets of previous attempts at doing this video just to show you guys it does come out exactly the same. But this is how I like having my hair. It's just very nice, and this lasts a few days. Like obviously the curls don't hold for that long, but as opposed to having very limp, dead, boring, or like really super curly hair, this is nice. It's just like a bit of texture in your hair and you're good to go. Also, if you guys are interested in picking up this amazing set of 5 curling ones, then make sure you check out the link in the description box down below and use the discount code below. It will help you attain 30% off on all their styling tools. Honestly, I am so grateful I picked this up, and it's also so beautiful. If you use the code in the description box down below, you will get 30% off, and enjoy. They do offer worldwide shipping as well, so let me know what you guys think, and if you guys do recreate this look, show me. I want to see your looks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos if you want to see me. I will see you guys in my next video.